Hi everyone. Today we are going to see how to write and balance redox reactions. And at the end, I'll give you an exam question for you to practice and check your answer. Perfect. So question 2, manganate 7 ions react with iron 2 ions to form iron 3 plus and manganese 2 plus ions. Use oxidation numbers to determine which element is oxidized and reduced. This is something we have seen in this video. Let's do it fairly quickly. So you have manganate. This, I'm going to write a sort of balanced equation. It's not going to be the balanced equation. Perfect. So I would say this is what we can see from the question. Now we work out the oxidation numbers. I'm going to do it fairly quickly because that's not the object of this video. That's -2 times 4 minus 8. So this is going to be +7, +2, +3, +2. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments or watch the video I referred to before. Perfect. So manganese goes from +7 to +2. So the number goes down. That is reduction. Iron goes from +2 to +3, so it goes up, therefore oxidation. So the answer would be manganese is reduced because it goes from +7 to +2. Iron is oxidized because it goes from +2 to +3. Perfect. So this is really important to do what we want to do in this video, which is to write a balanced equation. So if you have a redox reaction, you try to balance this equation and it's going to be really, really tricky. Therefore, what I would advise you is to write the half equations for the oxidation and for the reduction. What does that mean? Well, you will write one half equation for manganese. So that is from manganate to manganese 2 plus. And then you write another half equation for iron 2 becoming iron 3 plus. Perfect. So I would say the second half equation is fairly simple because it's nearly balanced. All that you have to do is to balance the charges. So on this side of the equation, the overall charge is 2 plus or +2. On the right-hand side, the overall charge is +3. To balance the charges, you have to add electrons to the most positive side. In this case, the right-hand side. So you add 1 electron. That is now -1, the electron. So +3 minus 1, +2. Perfect. So this half equation is balanced. Brilliant. I'm going to get rid of a few things here. Okay, and now we are going to focus on the other half equation, which is much more tricky. So what we are going to do is the following. I'm going to show you a method. First thing that you do is to balance the metal. In this case, manganese. Usually will be balanced, for example here, 1 manganese, 1 manganese. But if not, that's the first thing to do. Second thing to do is to balance the oxygens. How do you balance the oxygens? By adding water. So on the left-hand side, you have 4 oxygens. On the right-hand side, you need 4 as well. So you add 4 molecules of water. Next thing that you do is to balance the hydrogens. How? Well, you add protons. So you have 8 hydrogens here, so you add 8 protons here. And the fourth thing that you do is to balance the charges, plus or minus, by adding electrons. So We look at the charge on the left-hand side. The charge of manganate is -1. And the charge of one proton is plus, but because you have 8, that makes +8. -1 plus 8 means +7 on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, manganese 2 plus is +2, and water is neutral. +2 plus 0 gives you +2. As you can see, the charges are not balanced. To balance them, you add electrons to the most positive side, in this case, the left-hand side. How many electrons would you add? Well, you have to add 5, because 5 electrons means 5 negative charges. So -5 plus -1 plus 8, that makes it +2. And therefore, now the charges are balanced. This is the hardest part of the question. Once you've got this, let me get rid of some stuff here. Okay, once you've got this, what you have to do is to make sure that you have the same number of electrons on both half equations. Here we have 5. Here we only have 1. So then we multiply the first equation by 5. That's going to give you 5 ion 2, 5 ion 3, 5 electrons. Perfect. So the next step is to add up these two half equations. So you add up all the reactants and all the products, and you will get the following. This is what you get. You get your 5 ion 2, which are here, your 5 electrons, manganate, your protons, and then in the products, ion 3, your electrons, manganese, the water. Then the electrons, they must cancel out. If they don't, there's something wrong. They do cancel out, and that's your final answer. I hope it's making sense. This is now your turn. You have this exam question. There you go. Pause the video. I'm going to show you the answers in a second. This is the answer. This question is more difficult than the one I showed you, because in the half equations, here you have 3 electrons and here you have 2. So to get the same number of electrons in both, you have to multiply this one by 2 and this one by 3. Perfect. I do hope that you have found the video useful, and this is all for today. I may see you in the next video. Bye bye.